Shit, that won't work. Hello, my children that are not on here because you don't love me enough. Where the fuck is my YouTube? I gotta fucking share this link with bitches now. Ow. It didn't feel good. Don't do that, kids. There we go. I sent it to 500 people. Maybe they'll come join. Probably not, though.
Did you freaking transfer you around the phone? Shit, that hurt.
Swear to God, if I have to hear my own voice, I'm going to stab. That word. Stab you.
Well, first I gotta make myself a drink.
Good for you. Make me one too.
This is it.
Make me one too.
No, it's not alcohol. At least not yet.
Then just give me a drink. You don't love me. Then won't give me a drink, guys.
Not true. Something applies.
They don't. You wouldn't give me a drink. What the fuck was I supposed to say? They don't love me,
Something
guys.
applies.
Well, you're not getting me a goddamn drink. You don't love me enough. You don't love me enough to get me a fucking drink and to walk to. Holy shit! The fuck? What the fuck? How many? What the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck? When the fuck? I just realized I didn't put on my stream playlist. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys have had to listen to me talk and not hear your good vibes. There you go. I fixed that, didn't I? If it fucking stops one more time, I'm gonna stab somebody in the nicest way possible.
Ow. Should I drink water or soda this time?
I don't know.
Shines in RGB and it's from the phone. I don't know what it's
Clementine says you need to drink water.
Stop the moment.
Nah, I'm good. I very rarely drink water out of cans.
My time on social media is the state that I'm in. Twitter feeds like bread.
Clementine says, as a nurse in training, drink your water.
I already have shitty kidney.
You batch.
Profile picture of a gorgeous face to try and get more sponsors. To try and get more sponsors. Why you can.
I shrunk under.
Clementine says the Wawa is good for you, though. Good for Chew. She says, oh, hi, parents, by the way. Hello, Clementine. At least one of my kids will come vibe with me.
No, I must sound insane.
Ayo, is my shit getting here soon? Oh my god, my shit might be here soon. I ordered stuff, guys. Where the fuck is my fucking Amazon app? There it is. Ow. That didn't feel good. My shit's not loaded.
Feels like my ideas of affection based around
Not setting to my shit.
affection. I just want to
My kid left me!
that's
Fucking kid left me. She don't love me no more. Babe, our kid left us. I can't just show what I've ordered on stream. I'm back. Hello, child again. I can't just show what I ordered on stream because then your fucking other dad's gonna come fucking look at this shit and try and fucking see what I got him. Because I'm sending him something and he doesn't fucking need to know what I'm sending him. It's a secret. I ordered. Oh shit, does this show anything? Yes. I almost exposed myself. Cool. I ordered this. It's a flag. Getting this. If I knew your dad couldn't see this, I'd show you what I ordered him. But your dad can see it, and so he don't get to see that shit. Cool. And then I ordered this. I know you guys probably don't give a shit, but still. Yeah. And then I can't show you what else I ordered. That's a secret. I ordered these. I got these already. You've seen those in a couple streams. The fangs and the. That's a secret of what it is. I'm not showing that on stream. I ordered that. It's face paint. You also have seen that used. My phone case. That's what I have now. My parents' phone case. I'm just going through my fucking Amazon. My mom and dad's phone cases. There's just lame black ones. And then I also ordered your dad this. Your other dad. It's a bracelet and a Morse code that says I love you. I ordered him that. And I'm not showing you what else I ordered him. Secret. Because his nosy ass would probably go to try and see. Also, he fucking hung up on me. Bitch. You hung up on me. They're busy. Whoops. Their mom came home, I think. Whoops. Okay, your dad's not a bad dad. my lighting right now is shit. Red hair looks nice. Thank you.
Fantastic day on this beach. Oh man, this is just great. This is just awesome. Just the view. Oh man, I'm having a great time. Guys, I just ordered another fan.
Hello. You got water. Good. Clementine, do you approve of your father getting water? Good dad. I don't have anything to drink right now. My fucking shit's out in the... Oh my god, I swear to god, if I get another ad, I'm gonna stab something.
I wear masks with a smile for hours at a time. Stare at the ceiling while I hold back what's on my mind. And when they ask
Okay, I'm
me
not
how
gonna
I'm
play that
doing,
today.
I say I'm just fine.
Cool, guys.
When they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just
Oh,
fine.
I finished chapter 1 of my book, so I'm gonna fucking read it to you guys. This is the Late Nights from the Playground one that I read in like the last stream before I had to be done streaming for a little while. Yeah, this is the novel I'm working on. This is chapter 1. Chapter 1. Carl. I glanced. So yeah, I'm reading that now. 1 minute.
Always being judged by a bunch of strange faces. Scared to go outside, haven't seen the light in ages. But I've been places, so I'm okay-ish. So I'm okay. I'm okay being a practice.
My crystal's still on there.
I need help.
Okay, yeah, it is.
in all my classes.
Turtle Fluff, yeah. It's really fucking gross right now. Yeah. Chapter 1. Carl. I glanced over at Chris, sucking in a deep breath. Let's just stay here forever. If that means we can stay together forever, he said, clearing his throat, trying to sound tough. If only it worked like that, I said, rolling on my side to face him, noticing that he had been looking at me the whole time. If only, he mumbled, pulling the blankets around us, causing us to be closer. I wanted to stay like this forever, but until that could happen, let me explain what led to this point. It all started July 15th, 2017, when I was 15. I'd gotten home from skating with my friends, and my mom pulled me into the living room. My mom and dad were standing in front of the television, and my brother looked beyond pissed. What's going on? I asked, sitting next to Sean. I haven't told you yet. They said they'd already talked to you, and you agreed. I looked at my younger brother, confused. I barely talked to my parents, let alone willingly agreed with them. We're moving. I looked at my mother in disbelief. I'm sorry, what? I stood up. I was more than cross over this. I wasn't leaving everything I'd gained behind. Your mother said we're moving, Carl. I looked at my father like he had just become the queen of Alice in Wonderland and told the guards to off my head. Where? When? Why? I had so many questions and emotions filling my head, and they were causing my head to cloud over. It's not that far, just to North Carolina. Are you stupid? That's halfway across the United States. I didn't care what they were going to say. I just got up. I just grabbed my skateboard running out the door. The last thing I heard from that night was, Carl, you shouldn't be talking to your elders like that. But I could care less. I would just go live with Zoe or CJ. No way in hell I was moving 1,356 miles away from home. All of my friends lived here, well, all two of them. They were my only source of happiness. All my parents cared about was school, politics, and getting me out of the house as soon as possible. After running for a good 15 minutes, I looked around my surroundings a bit and realized I was right by the park that me and my friends used to out as young kids. Hang out. Wait. Park where me and my friends used to hang out at as young kids. Okay, I'm sorry. Dyslexia moment. That's not all I have. Give me a minute.
Like my attention. Let's skip to the good bit. This comes you late our internet connection.
Carl Jacobs ? He's kind of based off of Carl Jacobs, but not really, honestly. I like Carl a lot, like Carl Jacobs a lot. But no, he's not Carl Jacobs. He's just kind of similar to the man's. I sat on the swings and pulled up my phone, calling CJ, since that was the only thing I could think to do. I was headed downstairs to get dinner, since my dad had yelled for me as a sign that dinner was done. Had been done. Today was a nice day. I got to hang out with a bunch of my friends, got caught up on schoolwork, and had no urge to smoke, which is an unusual sensation. I was about 3/4 of the way downstairs when my phone started to go off. I pulled it out of my back pocket and answered it, not bothering to check who it was. Hello, CJ? Oh, hey, Carl, what's up? Wait, why was Carl calling me when he would normally be set down for dinner? And since he'd seen me all day, maybe he'd missed me already. Are you busy? He seemed a bit upset. I mean, it was the phone, so voices could have sounded different, but it didn't seem like it was just a phone voice, and I'm pretty sure his voice cracked. Too much for signal to be being lost. Just going down for dinner, what's going on? I could sense something was off at this rate. We get into a fight. I clenched my fists. I swear if they hurt him, I'm going to be committing a crime today. Oh shit. Let me go talk to Dad. I'll be back. I ran downstairs, still clearly not happy. Dad, can we talk? Sure, give me a second, CJ. I nodded. 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna readjust because it isn't comfy. Oh! No, my camera is gonna be, weird, so... My angle, at least, so I've gotta fucking fix that. There you guys go. Still have somewhat of a... There we go. This is still a good angle you all can see me at? Yeah. There we go. I'll do it like that. We're both so tired, so I keep yawning. I'm sorry. I stayed up really late. Sure, give me a second, CJ. I nodded and waited as he set down plates for my siblings and and my siblings went and sat down. He walked into the living room, giving me a confused look. Carl called me. Okay, and is that a problem? No, his family got into a fight. Oh shit, we have more than enough dinner. Let him know if he wants to come over here and stay the night and go round home tomorrow. Let him know if he wants, he can come over for the night and go round home tomorrow. I nodded and went back to my phone that I had set on the stairs. Carl, you still here? I had a few small sniffles before a muffled yak came through. The poor thing was crying. I just wanted to pull him in to a hug. I'd reassure him that everything would be okay. Dad says you can come around tonight. I didn't care if he wanted to or not. He would end up here. Even if I had to go hunt him down and drag him back. CJ, I'm like 3 miles from your house. I'm at the old park. I can't skate or walk that far by dark. I nodded, agreeing, even if he couldn't see. I walked downstairs. Dad, can we pick up car? Where is he, buddy? Old park. Yeah, we can. Let me get your siblings set down for dinner real quick. Alright. I hung up the phone. Alright, I hung up after telling Carl we would be there soon and went and slipped on my shoes. Dad finished sitting Alex and Nate down for dinner and then grabbed his keys, slipping on his slides. We went out to the car and drove to the old park where me and Carl used to hang out as young kids. Carl and Zoe had been my best friends since I moved here in 2nd grade, and I didn't want to lose either of them. We got there and I moved up to the back. We got there and I moved out. I got out, moving to the back seat to sit with Carl. He clearly had been crying, and it made me want to hold him until he felt better. The ride back to the house was pretty much silent, other than a few small hiccups and sniffles that managed to escape Carl's lips. Once we got back to the house, Carl followed me like a puppy dog. I could barely use the bathroom by myself, and it was odd for him since he usually walked in like he lived here. Whatever was going on must have ended up as a shit show for someone. It was around 11 when I rolled over and looked at Carl, who was next to me, intertwining our legs and playing with my fingers. Alright, let's go sit in the treehouse and talk. I nodded as he glumly followed me behind. I grabbed the small box that was hidden under my shoe rack and walked up to the treehouse. Dad, Nate, and Alex were all asleep, and me and Carl should be since we had things to do tomorrow. But it had been a long day for both of us. But it was clear to me Carl could have cared less about the next day, and that we were just trying to survive in the moment we were in. We sat there in silence a few minutes. I looked over at him. He had his knees to his chest, hugging them, his head laying on them, looking at me. I could get lost in his beautiful hazel eyes for days. He seemed off. What happened? I had to break the silence somehow. Was this a question to ask? I wasn't 100% sure. We got into a fight. I got that much from Carl earlier. What was it about? He said, sitting up and grabbing the tin from beside me, sliding out one of the small sticks of addiction and taking a few puffs, handing it to me. He didn't reply. We just sat there passing. Oh shit, my computer's about to die. Children, I'm trying to murder you or some shit. 5 minutes left. Oh fuck. Ow! Oh fuck. Don't kill us, Dad. I'm trying not to, child. I'm sleepy. Letting more as the others went out. Maybe he didn't want to talk or he wasn't ready to tell me. I could respect both. What are you two doing and why wasn't I invited? I got ready to punch someone and I felt Carl jump from his seat next to me. So what the hell? Maybe a warning next time and don't scare us to death. No, that wouldn't be any fun. But what are you two freaks doing up here? It's 1 a.m. Wow. Had we lost all concept of time up here? I mean, honestly, that doesn't surprise me. Usually we did. We've been out here since 11, Carl mumbled. Damn, that's a long time. Car, you seem off, you alright? She sat down on the other side of him, grabbing the cigarette from my hand and took a few puffs. Carl didn't reply to her. He just leaned his head on her shoulder, messing with the tips of her faded blue hair, taking the addiction stick every now and then. Alright, cut your clingy shit. What's going on? Carl wasn't the soft. Well, let me rephrase that. Carl was a soft, very kind, sweet, and adorable, and very much a soft boy, but he usually wasn't this clingy toward us. I mean, his love language just was touch, but he wasn't normally like this. I just want you guys to know you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love you both so much. What was wrong? Why was Carl being so sappy? What do you mean, Carl? Why are you all of a sudden telling us this? They're making me leave you guys. Tears formed in Carl's eyes quickly. I quickly wiped his eyes, trying to reassure him. What? They're what? Carl flinched at Zoe's yelling. I began to hold him. I could tell he was in a very sensitive state. As he calmed down, he started to explain things a bit better. Okay, but why? Zoe, I don't know. I ran out of the house before they could explain. When you find out, let us know. Zoe pulled him into an awkward side hug and told him no matter what happened in the long run, we would always be there for him. It would be so weird if Carl did leave us. He's been here forever. I couldn't imagine how it would go if he left us. We all leaned into each other, cuddling. Carl stuck between the two of us as we watched the sunrise, slowly falling asleep one by one. Still at the end, guys. Carl. I woke up surrounded by warmth. I didn't want to move, so I just snuggled my face into the source of warmth on my right side. I had a few small ahs and giggles. I realized that my best friends were laying either side of me and ended up in CJ's bed somehow. Memories from last night slowly flooded my head all over again. I sat up rubbing my eyes. Good morning, cutie. I blushed at the name CJ threw in. Wait, did he say afternoon? I knew I hadn't went to sleep until like 6, but damn, I'd slept late. Before you ask, it's 1:30. Why'd you let me sleep so late? I put most of my weight into CJ since he was closer to me. You looked really sleepy. I nodded, agreeing. Well, Zoe, I was dead tired. I hadn't been sleeping right for a while, and it was definitely kicking my ass. Dad went to get us IHOP, so I hope you're hungry. Food sounded good. At the same time, it didn't. Sounds good, I said, wrapping the light blue comforter around me, shivering. For some reason, CJ's room was always colder. So we went to CJ's closet, choosing a random hoodie and threw it at me. I slipped it on, flapping the sleeves at CJ. He chuckled and picked me up and carried me downstairs. If you didn't know us on a daily basis, you'd think that me and CJ were dating, and Zoe was just the third wheel we drug along. I loved these two to death. I had no clue what I was going to do without them. My life was going to get very boring since I'd never met anyone else with the energy these two gave off. I hated the idea of leaving them. At the same time, I had no choice. I couldn't move in with Zoe or CJ because my parents wouldn't let me. I'm sure their parents would take me. It's just my parents wouldn't let me. I'm gonna miss you guys, I hope you know. I'm gonna miss you too, bitch. Of course CJ would figure out some way to lighten the mood. I'll miss you too, but I'll make sure CJ is good and taken care of for you. Zoe said, poking my nose at the end of her sentence. Thanks, Zoe. I love you both to death, and I would be so lost without you guys. We love you too. They smiled and pulled me into a group hug as CJ's dad pulled into the driveway with food. We smiled and moved to the table, all of us shoving on the small bench against the wall that was only really made for a few small kids. We ate breakfast in silence, looking at each other occasionally. Mornings like these are the ones I was going to miss, not the mornings with my asshole family where we all sat in silence or talked about school and politics. I mean, I would still have to deal with those mornings. I was leaving Minnesota. Not my parents. A minute. One minute, my guys. So fucking tired. I need to learn to sleep more. No. Not that you guys can give two shits in the end, but I need to sleep more. Hi, hello, Maddie. I was leaving Minnesota, not my parents. After we finished and went and chilled in the living room watching some random cartoons cuddling on the small love seat. I hated the fact that I would have to go home later. The fact that I had to face moving halfway across the U.S. and leave these two. It felt like the day went by far too quick. I looked at the clock 1 minute and it said 3:30. And then the next time I looked at it, it said 7:45. I looked over at CJ. I should probably be back to my mom and dad's house. I couldn't stand calling it home. It was a place where I was stuck until I was 18. I couldn't be who I was there. I hated it there. Hated it there in the long run. I treated CJ's house like home. Honestly, God, guys, my ears are really, really broke out on the back because poison ivy and other shit. Well, they're not broke out. They hurt really bad because of poison ivy and shit. So, yeah. I stopped and just do this to the back of my ear. That's why. I'll get the skateboard, Zoe said, getting up. I didn't care if it was going to be late. When I got home, we would probably chill on the roof and get high when we got back to my house. It seemed to be that's how we spent our nights together, hanging out all day and feeding to the possible addictions at night. We talked as we skated back to my house. We got there closer to 9, and my technical curfew was 9:30, so I was fine. We went back and climbed up the. We went around back and climbed up the large oak tree right next to my window and sat on my roof watching the sun go down slowly, passing the stick around. I leaned my head onto Zoe's shoulder and stared out at the world. I don't want to leave you guys, I mumbled. We don't want to leave you either. CJ held my hand. I wanted to cry, knowing in less than a month I would be packing my stuff to leave. Carl, you're allowed to cry. We're not going to judge you. I just curled into Zoe and let out a small sob. I hated the idea of crying. It made me feel so weak. Mom! Mom! Carl's with his boyfriend and his girlfriend on the roof trying to sneak them in. I bit my lip. Fuck you, Sean. I didn't want to be with my parents or my brother right now. I just wanted to be with Zoe and CJ. I heard stomping up the steps, and my feet dug further into my lips. CJ... 1 minute. CJ and Zoe got up. They knew if they were still here when my parents got up here, I would get in more trouble. They hugged me goodbye. CJ kissed my cheek, and then that's when I knew I could easily get in trouble. CJ slid down to get to the tree, and I climbed inside and sat on my bed. I was praying that they couldn't smell the weed off of me. This is the closest I was to getting caught. Carl, where have you been? A friend's house? Well, you need to ask next time. I mean, I don't ask any other time, but okay. Stop getting an attitude with me, young man. Maybe it's not me with the attitude problem. Maybe it's you two. Have you ever thought of that? Go to bed. I planned on it, bitch. I growled lowly, before I made my way out of my room to the bathroom. I said your room. I'm gonna fucking shower, and then I'll make my happy ass to bed. Watch your language. I'd love to, but I can't see my mouth. I slammed the door in their faces and got in the shower. Okay, I'm sorry. I had a sentence that I had to reword because I didn't like how it was worded. I got in the shower to just sit and cry. This was normal for me, but by now, honestly, I couldn't take this anymore. It wasn't worth it anymore. They could give less shits about me anymore. I wasn't the one they cared about. They shouldn't be parents. I hated them. I finished my shower after about an hour and made my way to my room, slipping on a pair of Zoe's fuzzy pajama pants that she had left on one of CJ's. 1 minute. One of CJ's hoodies that I'd forgotten to get back and set on my roof. I was gonna miss them more. I was gonna miss them more than I should already. I texted the two of them a little before I made my way into my bed, falling asleep. I woke up to a weight at my feet and a hand in my hair. I opened my eyes to see my mom there. Good morning, Carl. Oh, good morning, Mom. What did she want? I'm sorry about last night. Baby, we need to be more understanding and let you grow up. It's fine, Mom. I guess I was just upset. I'm just worried. I know, we shouldn't have told you the way we did. It's okay, but can I have more information? Your mom got a better job offer there, and we made the decision, but we should have talked to you and Sean about it, okay? Okay, Mom. Thanks for explaining. When are we leaving? In like 2 weeks. And at least she wasn't being a bitch at the moment. She hugged me and held me. I love you so much, baby. I love you too, Mom. She smiled and sniffled. Well, I'll grab you some boxes. And then you can do whatever. Oh my god, my freaking eye itches. Thanks, Mom. She made her way out of my room and downstairs. I grabbed my phone and texted Zoe and CJ what I had found out. I had to leave them. It wasn't fair. I felt like crying over. Ow! Nothing. Carl, sweetie, are you okay? I nodded. I'm just struggling. I understand you want to talk about it. I'm gonna miss Zoe and CJ. I get that. Maybe they can visit. I nodded and choked back the tears that were built up. She laid down the boxes and hugged me. Thank you. Anytime, baby. She hugged me for minutes and then made her way out of my room. I put on quiet music and packed some stuff. This was going to be a rough journey. That right now is just chapter 1. I don't have a lot. Written yet, as you can tell. Yeah. Getting so freaking tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Sleepy boy. Ew. Yeah. I chatted with you guys for a while. So now I'm gonna just go vibe and do whatever. But I love you all a lot. Thank you so much for joining, for those who did, and thank you so much for those who are watching, who may be watching after this is up on my channel. But I love you all so much, and thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much. Stay happy and not crappy. I love you. Bye. Mwah.